Alright, a video with a little bit more good news because I feel like we definitely need some more of that, especially right now. For Common Dreams, I'll link it in the description box down below. In a blow to Trump and a win for bears, federal appeals court upholds endangered species protection for Yellowstone grizzlies. Pretty awesome, right? I mean, for fuck's kind of ridiculous that you have to have a federal fucking judge step in to protect grizzly bears, but again, it's the Trump administration doesn't give a shit about the environment, doesn't give a shit about protecting endangered species, grizzly bears, sacred monuments that were, destroyed on the racist, xenophobic border wall. That whole anti-immigrant, xenophobic rhetoric, completely bought and paid for by the owner class. The list goes on. So some good news, though. Thank you to this federal Ninth Circuit Court. Conservation and tribal groups scored a legal victory Wednesday after federal appeals court rejected the Trump administration's bid to remove endangered species protections for Yellowstone grizzly bears, region grizzly bears. The ruling from the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, which upholds a Montana District Court's decision, means grizzlies in the national park and surrounding areas won't be subjected to trophy hunting. Thank fucking God. I mean, what kind of really just ghoul, sick person you have to be to want to hunt a fucking grizzly bear? But I mean, frankly, what kind of ghoul do you have to be to trophy hunt anything, in my opinion? I don't believe in hunting. I don't do it. I'm an ethical vegan. But, if you're going to go out there hunt for your food, okay, but fucking trophy hunting, that's just fucking disgusting. I mean, goddamn. Is this where you want to be when Jesus comes? I mean, come on. The Trump administration in 2017 paved the way for such hunts by announcing the bears would be losing their federal protection, citing increased population numbers. The decision prompted objections from wildlife advocates who said it rejected science, including the climate crisis impact on the bears' food sources and the need for higher population numbers to boost their long-term genetic health. Judge Mary M. Schroeder wrote in the opinion for the court, quote, because there are no concrete enforceable mechanisms in place to ensure long-term genetic health of the Yellowstone grizzly, the district court correctly concluded that the 2017 rule is arbitrary and capricious in that regard. Matthew Bishop, an attorney at the Western Environmental Law Center who argued the case, welcomed the ruling. Grizzlies require continued protection under federal law until the species as a whole is rightfully recovered, Bishop said in a statement. The best available sciences say not only are grizzly bears still recovering, but they also need our help to bounce back from an extinction threat human-caused in the first place. Misrepresenting the facts to promote killing threatened grizzly bears for fun is disgraceful, said Bishop, adding that he's glad the judges didn't fall for it. According to Sarah McMillan, conservation director for Wild Earth Guardians, one of the plaintiffs in the lawsuit, the ruling represents a, quote, a triumph of science over politics. This decision solidifies the belief of numerous wildlife advocates and native tribes that protecting grizzly bears should be based upon science and law and not the whims of special interest groups, such as those who want to trophy hunt these great bears, she said. So, a little bit of good news. Yellowstone grizzlies protected for now by that Ninth Circuit Court ruling. So I guess what we'll have to maybe wait and see is if this sickening Trump administration appeals this, but fingers crossed that they don't. But some good news. Those cute little grizzly bear babies and their mamas and daddies are protected for now. So, yay!